This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
It's 11:07 at WPSL 1590, the talk of the Treasure Coast. And you're on the Harbor Place Show, where you're never alone. And with us, Jack Waldrop, the executive director of Harbor Place. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, we definitely have a rose between thorns this morning.
Oh, no.
That is your guess.
We do. We are so excited to have Dr. Marcella. I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm sorry. I already know I am. Munoz-Rivera.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, I said it right. I'm very excited. She is our guest speaker for our wonderful event tomorrow, all about acupuncture. So we wanted to bring her on the show today and kind of give a highlight of what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And so everybody can get an idea of what acupuncture is, what she offers. So we have some wonderful things going on at Harbor Place.
Okay. Boy, that's great. Doctor, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. And what I do is acupuncture, herbal medicine, and everything that has to do with a holistic healthcare. I have my office in Port St. Lucie on close to the I-95. And I've been in Port St. Lucie since 2015 when I moved from New York. And that's where I study. I study at the Pacific College of Health and Science.
I thought I heard a Brooklyn accent there.
You're right.
Well, now tell us a little bit about, your practice. You mentioned in Port St. Lucie. Go ahead, throw in a shameless plug. Where's your office?
Okay, I am on Gatlin Boulevard, which is close to Tradition, but right before I-95. It's right in the middle.
Perfect. That sounds good. Well, what are you going to tell the folks at the beautiful Harbor Place tomorrow? Give us a little preview.
We're going to talk about everything that acupuncture can help them with, and one specifically, because it's very common on retired people and older people, is neuropathy. So neuropathy is when you feel numbness and tingling on your legs due to poor circulation, and it's due to a lot of other conditions, but mainly poor circulation. So people feel numbness, tingling, and sometimes they can lose their balance and they can have falls. And have accidents. So it's very important that our legs are in good condition so you can function and you can enjoy your life, especially the people that are at Harbor Place. Besides that, I'm gonna tell them what we can do with acupuncture, because acupuncture can help stimulate the nervous system. So with a specific treatment, depends of what's going on with every person, we plan a program, like a treatment plan, and then we start working on stimulating the circulation on their legs and stimulating nerve function so they can start getting more feeling and more sensation on their toes, their feet, and their legs.
Boy, that sounds great. Now this says cosmetic acupuncture. Can you work on me and make me look like Clark Gable or something after that?
Well, we don't go that far, but actually, I mean, I cannot change the way you look, but I can, with acupuncture and herbs, we can make you feel, look actually younger, and your skin can get healthy. So what people do is they come like around 40, 45, and then we start working on keeping your face and even the neck healthier, like more plump, through the production of collagen. So you don't have to use chemical procedures or something like that to look the way you want to look.
Well, this sounds great, Jack. This is perfect, right up your alley of what you're trying to do, and of course, thank goodness it's opening up a little bit, and you can have a good doctor at your place.
We can, and we're excited. And there's multiple uses for acupuncture. I know myself, I've had it done once for migraines. And so we just want to show that there's so many different ways to take care of yourself. It doesn't always have to be going straight to a doctor, a medical doctor for treatments of different styles. You can do it naturally. And so we're excited to offer that. We have a resident that goes to Dr. Rivera's practice. And so we wanted to make sure that we offered that because there are multiple benefits for acupuncture. It's not a one and done. From my understanding, you do have to continually go to get the best outcomes. And so we wanted to be able to offer that and show what the different aspects are.
That sounds great. Well, I think too, the interesting thing about Dr. Marcella is that she can practice functional medicine, which is kind of that blend between East and West.
Exactly. So acupuncture, herbal medicine. We always say acupuncture, but there is a lot of things that we do under the Eastern medicine aspect. And is that one of the things that I like to focus on my patients is that once they come to me with an illness and I help them with everything we do, I help them get better, but the idea is to stay healthy. And there are a lot of ways that we don't have to go to the doctor all the time. Doctors should be more like for emergencies. But if we learn how to take care of our lifestyle changes, things like that, and then they come to my office to my office, and then we help them get better, and then we do just maintenance. And we teach them during the process of getting those symptoms off their body, then they learn what to do to stay healthy, and then just focus on prevention so you don't have to run every time they feel an illness or a symptom. One of the things that acupuncture and herbal medicine can do is that it can help you lower like all the metabolic diseases that we are dealing with right now, like diabetes, even though we don't work on the diabetes, but we work on the symptoms. So we help the person kind of strengthen their body so they don't have issues with this like high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. So they get better, then they go to their doctor and they talk to them, look, I'm getting better, so they can lower their medication and stay healthier.
Yeah, it seems like Western medicine is reactive, and what you guys are doing is a very positive type thing for the patients.
Yes, exactly. The idea is that because of modern medicine, we have become very unaware of what's going on with our body. We're always running, and we forget that we need to do a lot of things. The same way you have to shower every day or brush your teeth, you have to do other things like eat very healthy, reduce stress, because stress is one of the main reasons of a lot of illnesses right now. So acupuncture is really, really good to do that. Like the first thing that you feel when you get an acupuncture treatment is relaxation. You feel more relaxed. So when your body is relaxed, inflammation goes down, and then everything can start. Your brain can send the signals to your body, and everything can start working properly.
Boy, that sounds great. It's, of course, I don't have any stress. My wife does. I give it all to her.
Everybody
let her worry.
Even if you enjoy, even exercise or something like that is stress. But if we do it too much, that it hurts our body, then it becomes a problem.
I think the one thing my wife and I are really into now is swimming. And it's changed everything for us.
Yeah. And while you're swimming, something that you can do at home is like earth walking. So we forget, we're always wearing our shoes and we forget about that, but that is really, really relaxing for your body. So swimming is really good because it's a low impact exercise for your body. and you're burning a lot of calories. So if you worry about your weight, that's excellent. But it also, while you swim, you move all the joints in your body. You have to move everything. So it's a very low impact exercise that keeps your body very active. It gives you exercise. It's good for your lungs, something that is very important these days. It's a very good exercise. And you get out and do a lot of like 10 minutes walking on the earth, and then you're done for the day.
Well, Jack, see, that's your outdoor pool at Harbor Place. That's
right.
Yeah, it's exactly for them, huh?
It is. And then you can go right from the gym, right, or out from the pool, right into the workout room. It's right beside, same gym, everything, you're good.
Well, that sounds great. Well, doctor, what else you going to have planned for tomorrow?
Well, besides the neuropathy, which is the main part of the lecture, I want to talk about as Jack just said, things that acupuncture can help. So everything that is related to pain, acupuncture is excellent. It's very effective and really quick. But also like any sleeping disorders, if you have insomnia, if you wake up in the middle of the night, all those things. Any emotional aspect, for example, like excessive severe stress, depression, anxiety, acupuncture and herbal medicine can help reduce all the symptoms of those conditions. It can help with digestion. People think that going 1 or 2 times a week to the bathroom is normal, but it's not. When I tell them you have to go once a day, everybody's like, what? No, I go like 2-3 times a week. I'm like, no, if you eat, you have to go, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to come out of your body, and then your body can function better. So all those things are very important for your body to stay healthy. Other things like fertility. Acupuncture is actually very effective with fertility. With a person that goes to IVF, the chances of getting pregnant, if let's say it's a person that has a lot of going on with this this couple, with IVF, the chances of getting pregnant is 35%. If you add acupuncture to that, it's another 40%. So you go to a 70 to 80% chances of getting pregnant when you do together. And even if you, let's say you don't have any issue, but you're not getting pregnant, the couple is not getting pregnant, get acupuncture. I have a lot of people that they get 2-3 treatments and they get pregnant. I have other people that everybody's different. Other people, they need like 10 sessions or a little bit more, whatever it is their situation. But it's really, really effective.
Wow, this is amazing information. And you actually do, it says about 4,000 treatments a year. Is that right?
Yeah, when I started in New York once I graduated, and I was at a clinic that was a community style setting, where you can see like, this office had only 2 people per room. It's a big room and it's separated, so I could see that, and it was very, very busy. So in the time that I was there, which was probably for about like 3-4 years, that per year I will see about 4,000. And then here is actually, this year is getting really busy. A lot of people moving to Florida, so it's actually busier than what I did in New York, I think.
That's amazing stuff. Jack, some questions?
And I know that there's a common misconception. Everybody freaks out because it's needles. You got a whole bunch of needles in you, and they're afraid it's going to hurt. And what if I move wrong? So can you talk to us a little bit about that aspect, the needles, and what it feels like? I can speak to the fact that it doesn't hurt. They're so tiny. They don't hurt when they go in, but can you speak to us a little bit on that?
Yeah, exactly. Needles, first of all, they're disposable. One question that I always get is, do you reuse the needles? We don't. The needles have to be used only once, and they're disposed in a biohazard container and then sent to a company that destroys them. So it's used only once on you, and they come in closed in an envelope. Then we open it, we use it on you. The other thing is that these needles are very thin and very flexible. So when we put it in the body, it doesn't give that pain that the other needles do. It's as thin. I use very thin needles, and they could be as thin as a hair. So it's like really, really, really thin, and it doesn't. If you feel some sensation, it's only for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it's gone. And as I said, the one thing that everybody feels is relaxation. So if you have like 10 needles on you, how can you relax? Because they're not painful. You could move. You're not gonna move your hands all over or get up or something, but you don't have to be stiff. You have to be relaxed, and yeah, and then it's not painful at all. Everybody, I love to get teenagers, because they're the ones that they express what they feel like really easy. So
Right.
that when they come to me, they're always very scared. Oh my God, it's gonna hurt. And I always give them the speech. Oh no, it's not gonna hurt. And if it hurts, I'll take it out. And I put the first needle, and the first thing, oh my God, this is it. Yeah, go ahead. And they let me put needles. And I treat kids too. I right now I have treated babies, but right now my youngest is 5. So if little kids let me do it, everybody can do it.
True. Very, very true. So, tell us a little bit what effects does it have, the acupuncture itself, by putting it in certain places? I know certain places mean certain things. It's a lot like reflexology, pressing on certain things benefits other areas of the body. So how do the needles work? Like, how does that process?
Yeah. So some of my colleagues, they say we call it that sensation like a vital energy. We call it the chi in our language. Sometimes I say it's your vital energy that is moving. I like to explain it in a very easy way. It's basically we're working on your nervous system. Our nervous system is the brain, the spine, and then we have nerves that go all the way to the tip of our fingers and our toes. And that's how our skin function, and how our skin, like the ligaments, the muscles, everything move, because the nerves are sending the signal and the order to those muscles, those ligaments to move, to the veins to move the blood up and down. So what it does is, through the like almost 5,000 years of history of acupuncture and Eastern medicine, it was discovered that when we put needles in those certain points, then it stimulates a reaction in the nervous system. There is some nerve innervations where we feel like, oh, it's like a little tightness or a little warm. Sometimes it's a little shooting sensation that lasts like a second. So when we put those needles in a certain order, it creates a reaction that sends a signal to our brain, and then our brain can start working properly.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Sometimes we work locally. Like, for example, we have I have some patients that come with big scars from surgeries, things like that, and they want to work on it. So we put needles around the scar tissue, and the scar tissue start like thinning out. So what's happening is that all those needles around are stimulating the circulation and the blood flow into the area, and that brings collagen into the scar tissue. So the scar tissue starts thinning out, and it depends on the size of the scar. It could be diminished or even gone if it's very tiny, or like not as thick. People that have like thick scars, it gets more thin. Painful, sometimes people have painful scars, so we work on that too.
Okay. What about, does it work for injuries like tennis elbow, just soreness in joints in general?
Yeah, it's excellent. In this area, I get a lot of people that play golf, tennis, and we work, and it's really, really good. I have some people that with 3 sessions, they feel good. Other people tell me about 10 sessions. It depends on how active you are. And also if you have is it a re-injury or something like that. So we have to keep working on it. But it's excellent. As I said, with pain, acupuncture is excellent things. It's excellent to work in these things. What else? Hip pain, for example, people that have like replacements and it hurts still, then we work on that to the same, stimulate the circulation and nerve function, and they feel much better.
You know, it's funny you mentioned about relaxation. This is back in 1990. I was told by my doctor in Los Angeles, I was in New York at the time, working on a project, and I went to the Mets acupuncturist. And he just said, you know, just relax and stuff. And I fell asleep. I was so relaxed. I fell asleep. And he said, you're done. And that's all I remembered about it. And it worked. It worked so well.
Well, and I think it's important to know that when you've exhausted everything and the medical, quote, medical doctors say that there's nothing else they can do, this is the point where you try something different. And that's what we want to portray and get everybody to understand. And even myself, I've had tennis elbow going down for like 8 months now. So I probably should come see you and try something different. But I think the benefits definitely outweigh anything else. I was also looking online. And so can you talk to us a little bit about what the benefits are? You know, it's totally different than just taking a pill to get the inflammation down in something.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing is that you don't have to take a chemical medication. We work with herbal formulas, but these are herbs. So it doesn't, and it's created specifically for the patient. So if this person has high blood pressure but comes with shoulder pain, I'm going to create a formula that is not going to interfere with her medication, so you can take it and we can work with that. And then these formulas don't have any side effect. The side effect sometimes is like, oh, I have too much energy, I'm gonna clean my house, things like that. It's like, once I have this couple, the husband came to me and he said, please give her something to calm down because she has me cleaning the whole house. Please fix this cabinets and stuff like that. So actually that's one of the things. It gives you a lot of energy. It helps detoxify your body. Every time you get an acupuncture treatment, I always tell them, try to drink a lot of water to support your body to get rid of the toxins that are coming out. So when you detoxify your body, basically you help in inflammation. I believe inflammation is one of the things that are causing a lot of diseases. Blood pressure, high blood pressure is the main thing. There's a lot of other things, but the main is inflammation. And inflammation is caused by as simple as stress, as eating foods that are not the right ones for our body, things like that. So it detoxifies, it gives you a lot of energy, it corrects imbalances in our body. So when, for example, in your case, you had migraines, it's because there's too much pressure on your head. So it reduces the inflammation in your brain, activates the circulation, and get more oxygenation into your brain, which is great because that means if you keep getting acupuncture for like maintenance and stuff like that, that is a little one step added to your healthcare. So in the future, you can prevent things like that are happening now, like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all these conditions. So this is something that everybody can do, even if you don't have a symptom. I have a lot of people that they come because they want to get like they want to stay healthy. So they tell me, I don't have anything that I complain now, but I like to get some acupuncture because it makes me feel good and because I know that this is part of my plan to stay healthy. So yeah.
Okay, no, I love it. And what are some of the expectations that someone should have? You know, I know we talked about the benefits, but I don't want people to have their expectations so high that when they don't get immediate results that they think, oh, this doesn't work.
Yeah. So one of the things when they come to my practice, we do an assessment, and I like to tell them like a treatment plan. So I have people that have, if you have a chronic condition, it's not gonna be like now. When I said that I have some people that have 3 sessions and they get the results they want, this is very unusual. Like probably I always say it's like 5% of my patients. The average of almost everybody that I see, like around 80 to 85% of the people, they start feeling better after about 6 treatments. That doesn't mean that at that point you're gonna stop. Like it depends on the case, but most of the times when people come to my office, they come after what you said, like they've been around, like all the doctors, they've been trying to look for a solution and everything is getting worse and worse with the time. So when they tell me that, the first thing I said, like, oh, so now I know I'm gonna help you, because usually it's like that. People, they tell me after the treatments, they said, if I have known that this was gonna help me, I would have like just come here instead of wasting my time. Right. But that's how life is. And that's what I try to educate as many people as possible in the area, so they know that they have choices. It's not just going going to the doctor for your regular checkup, for emergencies, for things like that. But there are other things that you can do. And one of them really, really effective things is acupuncture. So anyway, when we're doing the first visit, I talk to them, I ask them a lot of questions, and depends on how chronic it is, then I'll give them a treatment plan. Sometimes they have to come twice a week. Sometimes they have to come once a week. And then the initial part is usually between 8 to 12 sessions, like the intensive part. After that, then we reassess, and if the person is getting better, usually I expect with that to have at least a 70 to 80% improvement. Then we reassess, and if we got to that point, then we go to maybe once a week or every other week. I usually recommend after that, we are at a point that is that you can function better, that you are things under control, your body's under control of the situation, then we do some maintenance, which could be once or twice a month. I have people that come every 6 weeks, and so that's enough.
I know for our resident, the one that comes to see you, she's had some tremendous accomplishments through acupuncture. She had a fall, which she was going to acupuncture before, but had a fall, went on a walker, and is now completely off of her walker again, thanks to acupuncture and the things that you've done with her. So I think it's important to know that there are other aspects out there of healing.
Exactly. I'm not going to say, yeah, I have cases that are very challenging, a few, less than the cases that we get the results. I had people that come with a walker, and on the same treatment, for example, I'm not going to promise, but in the same treatment, they feel much better, and they can, they see like they have hope. Okay, so this is working finally. Right. Yes, I have other people that take as I said, it could take probably between 4 to 6 sessions to really start feeling, okay, this is working finally. But it is amazing to see that a person is going to a lot of all these doctors and they can see it, because unfortunately Western medicine is they have to see it on a test. They do a test and they have to see the numbers that say, oh, this is it, the problem. But if they don't see it, everything looks normal, quotes, they're like, I don't know what to say. And that's what I have a lot of patients that they say, oh, the doctor tell me that's in my head. So it's not in your head, it's just that they don't see it on the test. So right. They cannot tell you that part. That's where we are very good at it, because we talk to you, we see your face, we ask a lot of questions. And when people start answering the questions like truthfully, then we like, this is it. And then is when the treatment is actually very effective.
And I think you made a very valid point that you're not promising you're going to get an immediate result. It's going to take a few sessions. And I that's where a lot of misconception about acupuncture is. They think, oh, well, I'll just go in, I'll get one treatment and I'll be perfect. And that's not the way it works. I mean, it's the same way with anything else, even with Western medicine, you have to take a pill more than once typically for something to
your life, usually.
Right. Right. So I think it's real important that we get that knowledge out there and get away from the stigma of what acupuncture is, because there are some doubters out there of what that acupuncture works. It's just needles stuck in your body, they say. But I've seen what it's done with my resident here at Harbor Place and the amazing life that she got back from the continuous use of acupuncture. So we're excited to have you at our event tomorrow. I can't wait. I'll be your guinea pig. If you need to show people what it's like, I'll be happy to sit there and let you do it to me. And so I think it's going to be a great event tomorrow. Again, we have Dr. Munoz-Rivera with us today. She's going to be speaking at our event tomorrow about acupuncture and what benefits it has. And we're so excited that you're with us today and that you're going to be here tomorrow to talk to residents and to guests. Going back, so we'll kind of backtrack a little bit for people who are just coming in. We do have some events coming on tomorrow at Harbor Place. We're going to have a wonderful conversation and lecture from Dr. Rivera about acupuncture and what it is. So we'll back up a little bit now that we're about kind of halfway through our show and say again, Dr. Rivera, tell us about you, your education, where you're from, all that kind of stuff. So anybody that has joined in, we'll kind of do a recap on this second half as well.
Okay, you're gonna make me say that
All over again.
he's a liar when he said I'm from the Bronx. I know I'm from Brooklyn. He said Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yes, that Brooklyn accent's coming back.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm originally from Colombia, and I moved to the States when I was very young, and I lived for almost 20 years in New York, where I went to Pacific College of Health and Science to study acupuncture. Then after, this is a master's degree, so I finished after a very intensive 4 years program. And then I do another year to get the doctorate in acupuncture and oriental medicine. So I graduated in 2010, and then I work over there for about 4 to 5 years, because I moved here in 2015. Over there, it's very, acupuncture is very common, so it was a very busy clinic where I saw every kind, like a lot of conditions. Like there are some conditions that even surprise me that I can help. It's unbelievable. I after so many years, I still, like when people come in, oh, I felt much better, and I'm like, really? I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. That yeah, I have conditions. I have once this patient. It was in New York. He came with his wife. He said, like, please, I need to help her because she's gonna have a surgery because he had leukemia, and her spleen is gonna be removed in about 2 weeks. So that's the other thing. People love to come the last minute.
Last minute.
They're gonna have for example, for fertility, they wanna have a transfer, and they have it next week. Oh, I need you to help me to get better so that baby gets fertilized. I'm like, well, okay, let's try and do as much as possible, but it's better if you take your time, okay? So with this patient, so I was like, let's see what we can do. You have to bring her as many times in these 2 weeks, like 3 times, 4 times in this per week, and then we're gonna work with some herbs. And believe it or not, we did that. They were pretty good. They went to the doctor to check, just to plan for the surgery after 2 weeks, and they were very surprised. The reduction. So what happens with leukemia is that your spleen gets very big, gets swollen. So they have to remove it. And yes, you can live without spleen, but the spleen, we have these organs for a reason. So you don't die, but they have functions. So it's very important not to remove organs unless you're gonna die. So the spleen was reduced by 75%. Wow. So that was excellent. She didn't have her spleen removed. She had to be on some medication that they will inject every 6 months, but she was good until the time I came here. So that's pretty amazing. Of course, every case is not the same. I was like, wow, I was like, my goodness. But it's unbelievable that it can help all these people, and it's amazing that you can help these people in a natural and not very aggressive way. So, okay, so we're talking. Okay, so I moved then in 2015. I moved to Florida because I had 2 kids, and I didn't want my kids to live the city life. So I was like, I want something like relaxed, and I'm so glad that I found this city, Port St. Lucie, because we love it, and my kids love it. And then when I first moved to 2015, actually, I was a little afraid. I was like, oh my God. It was not like the way it is this city now. It was not busy. People will go away for like 3 months or 6 months, and they will come back. People didn't know about acupuncture. There was a lot of people. There was like, I think it was 2 acupuncturists around that time. And one works with a chiropractor, so she could get patients from the office. I don't remember the other one, but there are offices in Stewart, like far from here. So I had to do a lot of education. I have to go around and talk to a lot of people and let them know that I was here. I still until now get people that live around the corner like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And they found me now. But yeah, it's been 6 years of amazing growth of the clinic, and thanks God, we're getting pretty busy and people getting to know this, that they can use this to get better.
So again, our event is tomorrow. And you are welcome to come by or call and register for that. We'd like to know who else planning to come. That way we are prepared. We are limiting seats due to the latest outbreak of COVID, but we are keeping everybody safe with what we're doing, and we want to make sure that you're safe as well. And so tell us a little bit again, what are benefits of acupuncture?
Okay, so benefits of acupuncture is that you get more oxygenation to your brain, so your brain can start functioning better. Your brain is the boss of your body. Your brain is the one that sends the signal to your heart to pump, to your liver to detoxify your body, to your kidneys to get the urine out of your system and detoxify your body too. So we need to get our brain in the best condition so our body can function. So it gets that oxygen into your brain and stimulate the circulation and the nerve function. So all those tiny nerves that we have around our body that go all the way to our nails, to our toes, everywhere, to our eyes, is get the stimulation that it needs and the strength that it needs to start functioning better. One of the things and the other things that acupuncture is very good for vision. I have a lot of people with glaucoma. When the vision start getting like a little blurry or not as strong, then we start working on that and they get much better. So what else? Yeah, in general, it's everything that has to do with your body. So any pain, any metabolic condition, migraines, which is part of pain, but it could be also due to other reasons like emotional issues, people with depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, fertility. We even do cosmetic, which is the one that we were talking at the beginning. So you can do in a natural way. You can keep your face and your skin looking better, healthier, and then the side effect is that you look younger. But it's mostly like maintain your skin and your face looking healthy. It's the same with the weight loss. For example, I work with a lot of people working on weight loss, and what I do is we work on a way of eating, and then with the acupuncture stimulate the body into use that food as it needs to be used, and then you start losing weight as a side effect. It's because your body is healthy, so it doesn't need all the little thing that you have around your body and that you want to get rid of. So your body use that, and then you weight loss. You lose weight.
I'm thinking with all of my issues, I'd have needles from the tip of my head to the tip of my toes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
No, actually, it's not like that. You're not gonna get 1,000 needles like the movie. You can get as little as 8 needles to maybe 20, but usually I don't go that far. It's more about getting the needle on the point, the right spot to send the signal to your brain so your brain can do the rest.
Right. And we talked about it earlier, how fine of a needle it is, that it's about as big of a hair. And talk a little bit about that again, because you said they were flexible.
They're very flexible, yes. And so when they enter the skin, they're so tiny like a hair and flexible, so it's not stiff, so it doesn't hurt the area where we put in the needle. It also has to be located on the right spot, because if you touch the area that has a lot of like tiny vessels, things like that, then you get a little bit more sensation. But whatever you feel, the sensation is only for a few seconds. Usually it's like 2 seconds, and then everything gets relaxed. And as I said, a lot of my patients actually, like probably 80 to 90% of my patients fall asleep. And some of them, you told the stories, like they wake up, they don't even know where they are because they so deep relaxed that it doesn't matter if you have needles on you. Yeah.
Right. And so again, our event is tomorrow at Harbor Place. It's at 1:00. You're just call us in and let us know, 772-337-4330. Let us know you're going to come by. And Dr. Munoz-Rivera's office is actually located off Gatlin. You're in the Remax building, right there, correct? So if anybody wants to schedule with her, I'm sure she would actually love for you to come by as well. So off of Gatlin, in the same building as the Remax, across from the Seacoast Bank. And then again, here at Harbor Place tomorrow at 1, we're going to talk about those benefits of acupuncture, because there are a lot. So it's not just a couple different treatments styles that it has. It actually treats a lot of different things. And you've gone into some of those, but if you will talk again about some of the different things that you do treat with acupuncture.
So first of all, before I forget, you can also go to my website, www.stlucyacupuncture.com. There's a lot of information about me and about what we do in the office. And you can also schedule online, or my phone number is right there, so we can call us. Then different things that acupuncture and oriental medicine can help is with anything that is related to pain. So any injury, any injury to your body, any if you have elbow pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain, sciatic, that's something that I get almost every day, sciatic pain or low back pain, neck pain. So all these things that have to do, that gives you pain, like headaches, knee pain, all those things, acupuncture is really good. It also helps with any metabolic condition. So if you want to help your body control things like high blood pressure, the symptoms of diabetes, so people that have neuropathies, which is one of the side effects of getting diabetes. So this is very effective. If you want to help your body to control cholesterol, so this one is also very good, because as the bodies get stimulated, then your body gets more efficient controlling cholesterol in your body. Fertility, things like within any emotional conditions, depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, allergies. This is something that I treat very often. Allergies, this is really, really good. I have patients that have even surgeries and they still getting sinus infections, and they come to me and we work with that, and we work on what they eat, like diet and lifestyle, things that you do that hurt your body all the time. And for example, this patient that after like 2 or 3 years trying to work on this, and he came and probably maybe 10 or 12 sessions that we got, some herbal formulas, and he's much better. In general, everything that is not an emergency, acupuncture, like prevention. For kids, for example, I have kids that have asthma. So we can help the body get stronger so the kid doesn't have more asthma. I had a kid that had like about 18 different allergies. And actually the mother came to my office because she was under a lot of stress. So I asked her, why do you have so much stress? And she told me the story. And I told her, bring your kid. Let's see what we can do. We started working on him, and we went down to 3 allergies from 18. It was like 18 allergies.
Wow.
We went down to 3. The kid, when I saw him first, he was so tiny. His nose was full of like buggers. He was like, you could see he was sick and he was miserable. And by the time that I finished with them, the kid grew faster. It was pretty good. And the mother, of course, didn't have more stress. It was more under control. So, yeah.
So I'm on your website. I'm looking at the acupuncture injection therapy. That sounds really neat. So that's on top of normal acupuncture?
Yeah. So we fortunately here in the state of Florida, the acupuncturists can do injection therapy. So we use all natural stuff. We try to use vitamins. I use homeopathic compounds. So for example, I have one compound that is made out of an herb that has very strong antiviral and antibacterial properties. So you can use that. We will do the injection on an acupuncture point. So that way the compound or the liquid, the vitamin or whatever we put it in is gonna spread to your body more efficiently. So for example, about this injection that we have, this compound, I love it because I use it as these times as an immune, but like to support your immune system these days. So right. I want to say, like, since last year when we have to close for 6 weeks and then we open, none of my patients that have been coming regularly had any diagnosis this year. So that was pretty good. I have almost everybody on the vitamins that they need, acupuncture. We talk to them about what they should do at home. And some people do this injection. They do like one every week or like twice a month, just to boost your immune system so you're strong. So it doesn't, immune system has a lot to do with a lot of things. It's not only viruses, but it's also infections. If you cut yourself, you can get an infection. If you have a condition like any condition that can make you sick, then this can support and help so you're stronger, and then you don't end up in the ER.
That's really cool. I didn't know that was even available. So that's really neat.
Yeah, actually, so we also do collagen injections. I have one compound that I love it for pain. It's called Trumil. And this thing, we put it in the area and it helps with inflammation, and everything can work like faster. I even have a person that have this condition that everything he will eat, he will get a reaction. So I see it as an inflammation, and we started working with some of these injections. Then there's one that is called placenta, and that one is pretty good for the body too. And we work with all this, and the guy is under control. He has to keep working on it, but he doesn't get a reaction anymore. So there's a lot of things that we can do. And of course, I focus a lot on like natural stuff, things that are not gonna have side effect, nothing chemical. It is a compound and it has a process, but it doesn't have any toxicity or something like that. Vitamins, we do vitamin C, we do vitamin D, I do vitamin B12, it has to be the right one. That's something that I tell everybody. Vitamin B12 it comes in different presentations, and it has to be the right one. They call this methylcobalamin, because the most common one is called cyanocobalamin, and that one doesn't do anything. It actually might hurt your body. So it's good to get to the right one. I do a lot of supplements in capsule form in the office, because with the lifestyle that we live now, we are always deficient, and we always have to take stuff to support. I don't like to have to put my patients in like a lot of stuff. The idea is that you learn how to live your life so you can correct it, but there is one or two things that we usually need.
Okay.
I just want to see tomorrow when Dr. Rivera gives you a little tennis elbow treatment there, and you come out like Roger Federer.
Yeah.
No miracles. Okay. Oh, well, I wanted to say about this, like for smoking. So this is very good for smoking. So when people want to stop smoking, but they can't because the anxiety, stress is too high, acupuncture is very effective. But one of the things that I always say, the first thing is, this is not a miracle. Usually people that want to stop smoking, they want something that click in their body and they don't smoke again. That's not how it is. You smoke for a reason, because sometimes it's a habit, but then it gets together with the stress and anxiety that your body is feeling. So acupuncture can help with the cravings, can help with the stress, with the anxiety, but you have to have the willing to stop smoking. So in those cases, it's really, really effective. And I treat a lot of people for that.
All right. So again, we have our event coming up at Harbor Place at Port St. Lucie tomorrow at 1 o'clock, all about acupuncture. You're going to learn everything you need to know, what benefits you have. I'll going to break away from the common misconception about the fear of acupuncture. All you need to do is call and register for the event, 772-337-4330. Again, that's at Harbor Place at Port St. Lucie. We will be having an all about acupuncture day tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We are so looking forward to it. Dr. Marcelo, we're so excited about having you here tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining with us today so that we can talk about it a little bit and get excited about what the offerings are.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
So again, don't forget, we have a lot of things coming up here at Harbor Place. We have our event tomorrow. Next month, we have our Veterans Aid and Attendance Seminar that we're going to be having. Don't forget to call and register for that. And coming up the end of September, 1st of October, we're going to have our big, huge bingo event. If you know anything about Harbor Place, we are known for our bingo events, and we are so excited to be able to have it again now that COVID, I'm not going to say it's under control, but we are able to keep everybody safe. And so we're excited to be doing that event yet again. That's going to be towards the beginning of October, the end of September. So a lot of the great things happening here at Harbor Place. Anybody that wants to join, just call us and give us a shout. We'll put your name down. We're always open for tours. All 7 days a week. You're welcome to come by, take a tour of our lovely campus. Look at our, as we talked about earlier, our wonderful pool, our gym and things. We have wonderful outdoor spaces. It's just a resort style living for senior citizens, and we just love the ability to offer these events for you. Again, Dr. Marcelo, we appreciate you, everything that you've done, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And we hope everybody has a great day. We have a lot going on. Come see us at Harbor Place at Port St. Lucie.
Jack, yeah, it's really amazing. If you can run down the veterans event, when is that again?
The veterans event is going to be next month. It's September. It's on the 15th. So go ahead and give us a call, get scheduled to be here. We're only going to take so many due to keeping everybody safe, so that everything, we just want to make sure that we're good to go. So we're only taking a limited number of seating. So be sure to go ahead and get signed up for that.
That sounds great. Well, you guys are so active at Harbor Place. And I do remember one of your residents telling me that she was going to invite me back to her high stakes bingo event. Because as she said, she was going to take me to the cleaners. So
that doesn't surprise me. We take bingo really serious here at Harbor Place.
There's no doubt about it. Well, Jack, thank you so much. Dr. Marcelo, thank you as well. And boy, I'll bet that event tomorrow is going to be absolutely amazing. And Jack, we'll see you again next week. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Join Jack Waldrop, Executive Director at Harbor Place, every week right here on WPSL, Port St. Lucie, Talk of the Treasure Coast, webcaster to the world on Alexa, Google Home, and TuneIn worldwide. Never alone at Harbor Place.